Alright, we're playing with all of tomorrow's parties. We're on CP process, and this ended up being like, I think almost over an hour. Super long game. And I'm on medic the whole time. I wanted to off class. I was feeling like playing medic. Kind of getting back parties for always playing medic for me. And we're on the first mid. I think the game was going just a hair before we got here. I think it was. I don't know. I can't remember. Here, I lost parties, but it looks like he went up top. Yep, I confirmed that. I like that spot, but I mean, you just have to be careful of anyone that takes height there, and you know, watch out for snipers. I'm trying to play within a zone, but every time I lose parties, it's going to be tough to do that. I feel like most times, random players are not willing to play within a pocket. Here, I honestly like to connect with parties. My balls work. I mean, that's going to be our next best, maybe, bet right now. There we go. There's parties. We have... I don't want to use, like, right away. I want to see if we can get in and have a nice opportunity to follow up off the last Uber we had. I saw our teammates going in and not enough kills going on, so I decided to Uber. I'm doing it like a family Uber, meaning I'm going to just keep everyone alive that I can, and I'm not worried about the Uber, like, disappearing in 2 seconds. Which it will if you flash everybody. I surfed that crit rocket. I kind of heard it in the background about to hit, so I just jumped, kind of trying to predict it. I keep looking left. I'm checking my flank. I'm not going to be able to follow parties there because that heavy would have killed me, so I wanted to back up. And that's where it's like kind of getting outside the zone of the person I'm playing with. It's tough because it's like, okay, you want to heal them, but I also... we can't extend too far. So I think playing with pocketing a scout versus, like, I feel like all the stuff you've seen me do is I'm being pocketed on soldier. Now I'm playing with, you know, a scout main, and they're very conscious of me playing with them as well. But I think we could be a little bit better, and we could improve. And I think the way we do that is to actually communicate. We're just, once again, I'm not on comms, so there's just gonna be some times where it's like, you know, if parties has an idea that's different than mine, sometimes, you know, we're gonna disconnect and we're gonna get off a little bit. All right, they're down a bunch of people, and we have an opportunity here to flood in. And I think the better opportunity there was to get in and start looking at last to see if there's any sentries we can take down. That's not really party's job in any way to take out sentries. Kind of from the last video, we talked about how that's like one of the main weaknesses is sentries. And that's kind of why I think this game ends up going like over an hour, is because me and parties are, you know, he's on an 11 kill streak right now. He's doing work. But it's just like we're our last leg of the fight always kind of comes down to this sentry, and I feel like an Ubered scout, it just, you know, there's a limit on how many kills you can get. But still really good here, really good kills from parties. He's up 17k, he's doing God's work. And he messaged me, he says, how does no one else push? So we kind of fell into that category of like, we're in on last, we're doing we're having a lot of value, but for whatever reason, nobody else acts on it. Here, okay, I'm just trying to shoot arrows, so that's kind of one of my ways where I can still try to support. If anyone gets outside my range like that soldier appeared, I was flanked. I'm not gonna push in because it would mean I'd die. I can at least still try to support with arrows. Arrows are not guaranteed, especially if someone's not waiting for them. You know what I mean? Then I'm kind of just, at that point, I'm shooting at like another enemy that's just trying to dodge me in a way. I almost have. We're pushing on the right side here. I see two people on the right. I want to support them. Unfortunately, our guy goes down. I'm trying to arrow. It's exactly what I just talked about. I'm trying to arrow that pyro. Extend my healing range. We have now. Maybe I should have used in with that pyro, but I'm really here to play with all of tomorrow's parties. I am very confident in parties' skills, and I think we get the most value Ubering parties. So here we have a better Uber, meaning that their Uber ended before ours, and if that happens, there's an opportunity to grab the med pick. But we're hard stuck. We're hard stuck if we can't get these sentries down. So one of the strategies that I feel like I start to kind of realize is, all right, we need to find maybe one other player that's an explosive class that would be willing to push in, or we need to get so many kills that, you know, it would be almost impossible to ignore the fact that it's free, except for some sentries. I'm trying to keep this heavy alive. He switches to a sandwich. I get on parties. Anyone that, you know, is about to take damage, that's really the target that I go on with an asterisk, where it's like, but I give preference to parties. That's what it means for him to be pocketed, is everyone around me is going to get heals, and I'm going to do the best I can to keep them alive, especially as the only medic. But also, I'm going to make sure party stays alive, and my Ubers are kind of correlating to that. Here, oh man, that was such a good opportunity. I didn't realize that that door was trapped. I thought we could have ducked in there because they were all pouring out of two, and you know, it's like, I didn't mean to drop, but it just it's unfortunate. You know, I was trying to milk it, and I honestly thought, you know, if the trap wasn't there, I think that would have been an awesome spot to dip into, user Uber as they're all flooding in a second, and that, to me, that was the bigger play, where we get a deep Uber as they all pour out, and that gives us the best chance to win. But they're down a ton right now. Trying to extend my healing. That soldier that just bombed in got one of the sentries. I'm playing with Dinner Plate. I want him to get in. He's got 330 health. Huge plays by Dinner Plate. It's incredible. A huge dispenser pick. Oh, actually, it was a good kill. Nice random crit there. Frame one spy arrow. so like, that's another thing I try to do, is I look through. You can kind of see through walls with teammates hitting for a medic, and it's always fun to see if you can like arrow people as they walk out of behind a wall. We used battalions, I think, and we're pushing it. I use pretty late, meaning like we have great positioning. But they have a sentry on that left side, so I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna see how long it takes for these guys to notice I'm up here. This spy would be great. Wouldn't it be great if that spy had a weapon that could, I don't know, kill sentries? There I got caught by that soldier. I think that soldier, I reckon, like, that was a good play. They shot where I was trying to go. I think it was the mark of a higher skill player. So, noted. They have a decent soldier, or at least one that is not, you know, at least one that knows how to shoot where people are gonna go. And I think, well, actually, I think he gets me a few times this game. So, he was doing a great job preventing me from doing any big flank or surf plays. Oh, maybe that was Ed Cook. No, that wasn't Ed Cook. But they have Ed Cook, which is another great player. Here, I'm definitely caught. I can't believe. I think Party sticks around and just gives me even a chance to get out of there to give me scout speed. So that was a really good play by Parties. ATP. I feel like ATP is cooler than parties. I don't want to use if I don't have to, and I know that, you know, parties is as solid as they come. Really milking it. They're all coming back. This would be awesome if everyone flooded in. We're getting air blasted, but we're playing within a pocket, so I feel pretty confident we can get in and out of there. The key is to just make sure we're not flanked from this upper lobby area. We have 3 here in lobby, and I want to support these guys. Trying to keep Nuke alive. I think this is another good player, this demo. And that's kind of one of the classes that can help us take out the sentries, so I definitely want to try to keep them alive if I can. I want to keep overhealing parties, but then immediately switch to our demo. Yeah, I want to make sure this guy's got 260, and he gets headshot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Parties, nice air shot there. Parties got flanked, and then I couldn't surf. I could not surf that. And I also turned around and it felt like there were no teammates around, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Priorities to give people who are on fire like just a second or 2 of heals to at least, you know, prevent them from taking any more fire damage. Now it looks like we're coming over to their choke, but I don't want to I want to split the heals because now we have 2 medics, which is amazing. That's kind of what we needed, was to hit this thing from several different fronts. Ed Cook bombs in the air. That was a good bomb from him. There I saw, I think that's that soldier, and they're on snipers, so I'm pretty sure they're on sniper. But these guys roll out IT. I probably should have joined in with their group, but that's a weird rollout. There, I think that was Ed Cook in there. I don't think I know where Parties is. There he is. We're gonna take on a Pyro. Pyros are weak to scouts, so that was a good pick. Ed Cook jumps over, he high bombs up, and he gets around Parties, and he gets both of us. It was a really good bomb from Ed Cook. We got cooked. There's a sniper. I saw him. I was about to try to shoot him. I was just, betting that he wouldn't hit that shot. But that's the thing. If you play medic, you will, that's sort of a high-value target for the team to kill. So some of the better players are going to recognize that you, and the pick classes, they're going to try to get you dead. They're going to try to get you dead, yeah. That's what they're going to do. I'm just trying to support us at choke here. It'd be great if we could get through. Honestly, I think what we really would be good right now is having another good sniper that we could kind of overheal and sneak him into position, and then he could be probing into these points and kind of taking out some of those deeper threats like these snipers. A counter sniper is, almost necessary if their team's gonna have a good sniper. They have worked their way to point, but we've kind of flanked these guys. I put a little damage down on their heavy, and I'm just trying to back up into a pocket, all while trying to get over to Parties. We have now, and I decided to use because Cook was bombing us. I didn't know it was, but I think that was a good guess. Ed Cook trying to do a frame 1 kill on the Uber, but I soloed Parties, so our Uber lasted really long. I think it just threw him off. Here, I don't want to die this heavy, so you just need to do a little bit of dancing. Now they're only 4 up. There's one of them. I think. Oh man, great market garden there. I think it was a market garden. But now we want to try to grab the point and lock out the chokes. Party's almost dies. I want to get on him. I hear fighting in sewer. I hear a taunt going on in sewer. And I'm pissed on, so I need to be very careful here. I'm looking for Parties. He got a little ahead of me. So I'll just pull out my crossbow. This is great. We should really put the pressure on right now. This is... Everyone should be flooding in on our team. There we go. There's a one good... someone pushing in. Bart got a nice kill. Unfortunately went down. I'm going to use here, and we get... I kind of locked this heavy in that corner, and we get at least one kill, but we're not going to get anything else. This is... That was just... It was just me and ATP. ATP, I thought he was going to die there because he had 65 health, and he was getting bombed, and I left him. I decided that he was going to die. Looking back on it, I probably should have tried to heal him. Maybe I could have got him out. Yeah, I think that was, my bad looking back on it. I'm trying to hit these guys with arrows. I'm getting blasted. Oh my god, the medic uses to save me. Hopefully they don't just... I feel like they just keep Ubering me, and I'm not looking to go in. You could definitely Uber chain, but I wasn't ready for it, and I wasn't near anybody. You kind of have to be up in people's face. They're staying away from... man, I missed my arrow. Staying away from that Crockett. I like this area down here. We are down a bunch, so we either have to get a bunch of picks or leave. And we are not... We're losing, so I'm in the ground for I want to leave. Especially on that sniper almost. Sniper does hit us, but... Luckily it wasn't a headshot. We flank back in through IT. Oh my god. Dude, Parties is so good. That was... He should not have won that. That was awesome. I have, but ATP, nowhere to be found. There's dinner plate. Jesus. I shouldn't shit on my teammates. I need to find Parties, though. That's what I'm thinking about. There's Groovy. Groovy's holding it down. There we go. We're reconnected. I'm looking to use... And there you go. We get them to force one, and then we want to push in. We get the other force. This is great. Let's see if we can get out of this. Cool. I get out. Parties, unfortunately, dies to some pipe. I wonder if that was in IT or where that was. Because that's why I thought he got out. Here. Oh, Nuke switched over to Soldier. I don't know what's going on in this chat. I don't ever read chat while I'm playing. It's so rare for me to read it. Maybe between deaths. Alright, we see a soldier there. He's full health. I just want to... Anyone that's pushing in, I want to see if I can give them an opportunity to give them an overheal before they bust into this kind of choke. This guy, Bart, he's putting on the pressure. Right now would be a great time for us to... kind of push in as a team. Give this heavy 50. That I can't believe that heavy got so close to our entire team. Which means our IT flank here is totally overrun. Give that soldier 60. I think that soldier got hit with 2 arrows. Just 1, 2. I'm at 90%. I do not want to die here. So I come in from I kind of come in from an angle just to mix it up a little bit. We checked the flank. All the actions here at choke. Parties is kind of, he's propping himself up to go for the bigger play. I could just see it. You see how he paused at the rock for just a split second and then was reloading stuff? Oh man, oh man, this pyro, that was a good play. I got air blasted back in. We just went too deep for too long. I think I was kind of more on the ground of let's either push in or let's get out through Al Qaeda, which is kind of that little door out the left side of sewer. Someone commented, they're like, how do you know the names of this stuff? This is just competitive. You have to eventually learn the names of a lot of spots. I think the better you get, the more you're like, I don't know, you just start having a name for everything. That way it's kind of cue your team in very quickly on what's going on. Okay, so it sounds like they're set up on last, but at least it sounds like a level 3 and a level 1. Just based on noises I'm hearing. That soldier was one shot. Just trying to keep everyone healed. Unfortunately, go to arrow that soldier and he dies. We're just trying to find, you know, we're building, we're getting our teammates kind of propped up on the front lines. It would be cool if our other medic, oh man, that was probably too early of a use. But we do get 3 picks. 4 would make it, I think, worth it. Because in a 6v6, if you get 2 picks, it's considered worth Ubering. Okay, I'm definitely under the, like, I want to go to last because this is like all these red flags are going off in my mind as a soldier player to go to last, like they're Ubering on the second, go to last. We're getting all these picks, go to last. So it's frustrating because we really can't go to last without an Uber if we expect to kill some of these sentries. So you just saw me hitting that sentry like three times with like an arrow. I'm trying to do whatever I can to contribute to getting these sentries down, but I mean the real like the explosive classes on our team are kind of gonna need to be held responsible for taking out these sentries. That or like that's what I mean. So I think me and parties were focused on getting picks, whereas we need and then with those picks I want to open up some like opportunities to peek in and get a sentry. And I keep seeing all the opportunities, but I'm just not playing a class that can fully utilize it. But that's how it goes. Oh my god, we have, but you know, ideally want to use in. I already kind of just talked about that. I don't know, we're having trouble finding anyone else to play with as we're approaching these zones. Okay, we use, but you know, it's a level 2. I'm gonna try to take the focus of the level 2, just hoping that parties, oh god, oh shit, parties can take care of it, like he's not getting blasted by it. But I think parties in chat said, please guys, somebody kill the sentries, because that's just kind of the only element we're missing. But we're respawn here. They are making a huge push out, which is a great opportunity for us to clean up kills and to get into their last. This is the sort of yeah, these are the kills exactly what we need. We're all up, they're down 4. Any other kills here would be huge. Let's all get aggressive. There you go, there you go. Nice. Even more picks. Hopefully that other medic combo can find an opportunity in 1. I'd love to grab eyes and be probing in from 5 as we push in through 1 to really split their team. They're still down a bunch. I'd love to see this demo not trap off this little sewer and to get in. Our heavy's in. Missed an arrow there. That's embarrassing. I'm at 90%. This is actually looking really good. Our demo, all he needs to do is go into last. We're like fighting last, and this guy's like, I'm gonna trap off all these zones. That's what I'll do. Okay, Ed Cook in lobby here. It's a dangerous person. Oh man, what a great opportunity wasted. Here we're getting aggressive in lobby again. Playing with this Huntsman. Okay, I use just because they have the vaccinator, and I didn't like how that was shaking out. I don't think that Parties was going to be able to beat the Vax. We were just kind of shut down. That's why you saw him switch to his melee. But his melee is the Rep Assassin, so I don't really know him. I don't think you can kill a heavy with a Rep Assassin being healed. Okay, trying to get that sentry. We got it down! Holy shit. We got it down, and then I get killed by a Pyro. But I'm on the kill cam. Let's see. We're so close. Nuke goes in. Nice surf. Good kill. Oh my god, dude. Parties. Oh my god. I don't think we got it. Wow, I think they held. Alright, we're back in lobby. They're down 3. I don't know where Parties is, but I like, you know, I like this direct hit. I mean, that's a perfect sort of class for taking these sentries down as long as we can get him an opportunity to peek. You can kind of see, though, with the direct hit, you'll have harder time killing targets that aren't looking at you. It's such a weird phenomenon. There, I think the soldier either got a crits or he was just splashing that back wall. I could have swore I was far enough away. It looks like Nuke switched over to NG. So now we have 3 NGs. That's like 1 NG too many. But I think... Oh god, what am I doing? Holy shit. Okay, I could have died there. I feel like kind of bodying in at this point. I need to focus up. Party's still doing work. I like to support him if I can. Oh god, I pulled out my crossbow. I clicked and it didn't fire. I think I just tried to fire too quickly after pulling it out. It was just an error on my part. But I think if I would have hit that arrow on the Parties, he could have got at least another kill before we died. Okay, they're trapping 1, so let's keep that in our mind. Keep a tab on that. Although we were able to get through 1. Unfortunately, didn't get this heavy arrow in time. I'm trying to support our team, but I also really like this combo on the left here. You know what I mean? They had heals, so I let them kind of be, and I was willing to break off from Parties just so I could support our other part of our team. But unfortunately, they went down. I missed an arrow on that guy. I need to be better. I need to be better for my teammates. That guy was getting bounced around, but I don't know. Maybe I should have just waited an extra second to shoot. Alright, 90%. We're down a couple people, but it's pretty even. Now we're kind of posturing up. Ideally, we don't use... Okay, I just felt like... I probably didn't need to use, but I saw a rocket come from above us, and I didn't really... I didn't want to die to something like just one rocket coming down. Here, I keep trying to call for Parties or someone to like push in these flanks. I just think when they push out, my mind just keeps like having all these red flags of like, go in, push in, get into last, like pressure.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Okay, we should not be focused on them. I should really be healing Parties, but I got distracted. I don't know. That was bad. I should have supported Parties and not try to like go for the sentries. But then we stalemate. That's crazy. I know a lot of people complain about 5 CP. Hold on, this is actually really important. Oh shit, you guys didn't see that. I know a lot of people complain about 5 CP because it's like stalematey, but I think that's some of the fun of it is like this never-ending game. I used to play 24/7 CP well. That's how I got started. I just like loved well, and that was before they did matchmaking and like the quick play and stuff. You could just find a server you just had to look for a server, and it was like, I don't know, I feel like communities kind of started forming. This is all like pre Uncle Dane. But anyways, let's get back in the game. I'm just making sure there's no snipers there at their choke. That would be the only thing that would counter me right here. I'm just throwing down some rockets, but I'm also, you know, making sure I'm healing everyone around me. I connect with parties. I almost have. And I'll let him decide wherever he wants to go in. Give a quick heal to that demo. Oh, that'd be cool if I surfed that rocket and took out somebody. I don't know. That's what I just, like, looking back, I'm like, wow, that'd be cool to surf that. Oh my god, that guy just died to a crit. Random crit. Okay, I wanted to push as far as we could before we used, but that was a good surf. I think we got pretty deep and we're distracting everybody. They ended up using, they have a better Uber, but we got a bunch of picks. And we actually ended up using for the other medic used. I'm just going to try to heal them from far. I don't want to get anywhere near that heavy. That soldier was kind of looking at me, so part of me I'm just instinctually trying not to die to that soldier. And this demo comes in and like pipes me and stickies me. That was crazy. I was very surprised by that. I even like air shot him, but it's only, you know, with an arrow, so I guess it doesn't do as much. Okay, so you see me pass those guys, even though they're hurt, I'm trying to stick with parties. And make sure he's overhealed, and when those opportunities come up, like where he's going to the front line, so he has the preference to getting heals. And then the other people, if they want to follow us and get heals and wait around, they can. I always think that, like, if you come near me, you're gonna get heals eventually. And if you can keep your crit heals, crit heals means that you haven't taken damage for a while, and you can get like healed super fast. Keeping your crit heals is really important. And in competitive, you're always trying to mitigate taking damage while maximizing your spam and your being able to get info. So it's like this whole balancing act in comp where you're like, everyone's like, oh, you got to get info, you got to probe and see what they're doing, or you always have to be locking down chokes, but also don't take any damage so you can get crit heals when it's time for those big moments to happen. And I would say this is a big moment. We're pushing in, and a lot of stuff's going on. Party's good kill from him. He was able to keep that alive. I saw that rocket coming in. There's a lot of people on this point, and I thought, you know what, this is a fair time to use. I don't want to drop parties because we're rolling. When we're rolling, we need, you know, our best people alive, because they're going to be able to capitalize. I got a good kill on that sniper. Good damage on that demo as well. They're down a bunch of people. If I can connect with parties and we can get in right now, that would be amazing. But nobody was capping that whole time. That's nuts. I don't think our teammates know that you can win by capping. Okay, with that said, we just won by capping, so never mind. Okay, that was the first round. holy guacamole, dude. That was a long round. I feel like I haven't played a game that long in a while. I mean, the game's not even over. That was just 1 point. Ideally, I get these guys an arrow. Nuke jumps over my arrow. It was a really good jump, a good dodge by him. I never was communicating with him that I was going to throw him an arrow, but you know, maybe don't jump around when you're like possibly could get an arrow on, like, that was a standard rollout, so I would expect him to know not to be jumping and dodging my arrows. But whatever, it's not a big deal. I don't know. We don't need to min-max these casual games. Here, this guy was on fire. He had low enough health where I broke from parties because I wanted to keep him alive. We're at 99%. Parties knows that. Unfortunately, he gets killed. He gets headshot by a sniper. Even though he's full health, I think it was a charge shot headshot. Here, I'm kind of locked off. I need to figure out what I want to do here. Do I shoot the spy with a arrowed or I hit him with a melee. I was in like no man's land there. And I ended up using, actually it was a great time to use because that scout was flanking through IT. Good, really good arrow on this demo. Another good arrow. Keeping Nuke alive. I like Nuke's demo. Here, I'd love for us to just push in top left. Heavy out of nowhere. That guy's dead. I don't know where that heavy came from. Spy gets on me. I think that Spy is actually pretty good because his spacing has been really good the last 2 times. Here, dodging these pipes. Our heavy's trying to get in from lower or from upper, so it'd be cool if we could support him. Looks like he goes down though. We're flanked here. I really like this lower pocket. I think after playing for a while, I was really liking being down in this grass area and healing kind of upward. Yeah, I think that was where I found like I was most effective, and then also had kind of enough of a cove to like get in and out of situations. Reconnect with Nuke again. Parties is calling for me. We clearly run into this Spy. I didn't want Parties to die to the Spy, so I ended up using really good kills. I'm gonna go for point because I'm just attempting to get our team, like, rallying them that we're in. I don't know. I don't know if anyone even knows what's happening on this team. I think there's a few players that do, but everyone, I don't know. I just feel like the objective's the last thing on people's minds. I sound jaded. I'm not. This is actually a great casual game. Oh god. Okay, I'm jaded. I'm tilted. Yeah, really upset. But honestly, that Spy went for us so many times that, you know, it was bound to happen. Like I said, we're a high-valued class, and we're essential to this team. Like, reinforcing everyone, giving everyone heals is so important. It's got to be one of the most important classes in TF2. When you're missing a medic, it's so obvious. Connect with Nuke, and we're down a ton of people, so they're gonna start flooding in. We saw one soldier in the air, other soldier flanking now. Oh my god, I should be dead. Luckily, just barely sneak out. They're down a ton of people. We should all be flooding in the last, like every doorway. After that huge attack, they were down what, like 6 or 7. I was like, that was the time to... Okay, now they're all up. They're all up and we're using in. Like, this is ass backwards. I'm taking the sentry, but I'm trying not to, like, overcommit. And I overcommitted. Okay. Sewage. That was a good kill. He recognized that I was trying to get out. And, yeah, I think it was a good play. Here, dinner plate switched to demo. If I can, I want to keep our medic overhealed. That's another thing. Like, with 2 medics, it would be ideal if we're keeping each other at 185. Here, a nice surf. Nice little surf back. I maintain the high ground, forcing that soldier to go for a high, you know, high risk sort of, not high risk, but low probability shot of hitting. He does hit it, but you know what I mean? I just, by staying on top of him, I counter him, like being able to just do splash damage. And he did get a nice hit on me, but I was able to stay alive. So that was a good attack by them, though. It's fun to see like 2 soldiers like coming to try to kill me. It makes it a lot more exciting. And I like to put damage down whenever I can. Like, you know, everybody's overhealed or healed enough around me. Perfect opportunity to throw down some damage if you can see it. Here, those guys, they use, was it quick fix? It looked like it was quick fix. So tried to put some damage down. I think I see the spy over in IT, lower IT. I think he's gonna get away. That's crazy. I feel like we're in the fire for so long. Alright, I reconnect with Parties. Parties, because he's shooting his pistol, he probably doesn't have anything loaded, so he probably doesn't want to just use in. Here, I was trying to Uber that soldier, and I don't know, I like was on them, and I was clicking them, and it just would not switch over to Uber them, so that was my bad. I saw an opportunity where we can get explosive class in to take out a sentry, and I dropped the one soldier that was actually focused on doing that. Yeah, that was my bad. Maybe the soldier in front of me was sort of blocking a little bit, but I don't know. I just felt like I had enough vision of them to be able to. Oh man, they used. This is real crits. That wasn't just some random crit. I want to back up. This med's like holding right on that lip. I think that was too close. Got Groovy and Dinner Plate. I'm gonna try to overheal them as best as I can. And Dinner Plate is further than I can heal him, so I was gonna just try to hit him with an arrow. I'm trying to follow up with another arrow on this soldier. Unfortunately, never really find it. Find Parties. Here, I mean, like I like that spot, but I'm very vulnerable if they come through one. And we have three. We do have 3 sentries, so one probably is watched. Okay, they just used crits, and I wanted to see if I could get this heavy in. Now I'm gonna get on point. This is my attempt to try to like draw them on a point while rallying the rest of our team to get in. Oh my god, there's no way I lived through this. Oh my god, I got out. No way. It's too risky. Here, I'm just trying to support Parties. Their sentries should be down right now, so if anything, it's like, get in, get in, get in. And nobody gets in, so we did not get that. That was such a good opportunity for our team to flood in. This is just one of those games that's like, man, it's tough to just, you know, I'm only a medic, so there's only so much I can do. I know Parties is putting in the work. I think we'll see that at the end of the game. Parties has like some insane score. This has got to be the end. This is looking really good. Oh, they Uber on point. And they save it. No. That guy taunts. No. Don't taunt. I hear this spy. Whatever. Fuck him. Leave him. But our other medic goes back to support him. Hear him trying to bunny jump. I don't really know how to bunny jump, but it looks cool. Find Dinner Plate, supporting him here in this upper lobby area. I cut across. Nuke's trying to knock down stickies that were planted too. We're kind of overrun, but I like to see 2 pyros pushing out the 5. I want to actually push this out, and then that guy dies. I try to surf. It wasn't. It put me on the low ground, and I ended up dying. I like that we had teammates in, but I don't know if like pyros. I should have probably not committed with just pyros, because that kind of falls under the same category of issue with like pyros are not great for taking out sentries either. Now an Ubered Pyro that can get in close, you know, that's good because then they're kind of doing this like area damage. I actually like Ubering Pyros, but the key is to like sneak your way, battle your way up right to that cusp of like dying front lines, and then you pop with the pyro. We are like flanked in this upper. I see it and I'm like keep trying to overheal our guy, so overheal our medic. I'm willing to drop this guy because he's going backwards, and now I'm gonna try to bait out. Oh man, our NG just took a hit there. But I'm just gonna try to throw arrows down to try to like push this guy out so he can't get the kill on the sentry. It ended up working, and now they're down 5. This is it. I'm trying to rally everybody with my positioning. We use through. It'd be great if there we go. We take out the sentry, take out their heals, take out another guy. This is looking really good. If our team can flood in right now, we can get the win. And I get headshot, but Parties is still up. He's doing work. How is he alive? What? Pyro gets on the point. He's air blasting out. He gets popped up, and we get on it and we get the win. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. That was a long game. That's like I think that's the longest game I've ever posted. That was crazy. But it was fun, and let's take a look at our heals. We had 35,000 heals, and Parties had 34,000 damage and 139 kills. Oh my god. And I had 3 kills, and Parties got 239 points. Wow, that is crazy. Cool. All right, GG's.